Hey y'all, I've got a head cold, so instead of a intro, here's some turbans. They're cooler than my face anyhow. This video's from February 17th, 2019 on a Sunday. I took it while driving home from Dallas to Amarillo. I had been in Dallas for the weekend looking for some of that sweet DFW air with the Texas Wind Riders, but the weather turned wet and it was mostly a bust. But a small opportunity presented itself on the way home. My intent was to fly out of Childress Municipal and gauge the sentiment of the airport to PPG activity. But I also wanted to get a bird's eye view of the area for a future cross country adventure that I'm planning. And I think it went pretty well, but I'll let you be the judge of that.
Alright, this will be a fun takeoff. It's either here or across the runway, and I don't want to take off across this runway, especially not with someone doing touch and goes. It's a short launch, fairly no wind. I'm going to try to do a reverse. It'd be a lot better here in this scenario to have this thing up above my head before I even get going. I don't think there's enough wind for reverse, but failing it's worth a try. Get that wing up, then do my turnaround and go. Will save me space. My air traffic. There he is. So this airport is important to my possible future cross-country flights. It's one reason why I wanted to stop here and get a flight in to check it out. So right over there is the Paladuro system of canyons that runs for hundreds of miles, either direction. And so what I'm wanting to do is set up a cross country through the canyons and come from Silverton, which is a 1 hour, approximately 90 miles. It's 90 miles to the west, and do a cross country from Silverton over to here, refuel, and back to Silverton through that system of canyons. Now to do that, I am going to have additional fuel. There's a lot more water than I was expecting. You can see these little ravines that run down here all run down into the canyon over there. Ooh, a little turbulence. Not bad. Childress, Texas is pretty quaint little town from up here. Prettier than Amarillo from above. You can take that and stick it on your Chamber of Commerce webpage, Childress. It's pretty from above. I'm sure it's a beautiful town inside too. I haven't ever been in Childress very much. I had no idea that Childress had this much water around it. That's pretty awesome. Ooh. Engine's feeling like it's gonna die. I better keep a little gas on it. It might not like this altitude. I'm still looking for my buddy that was doing touch and goes. And I am holding that throttle just a little bit. If I have an engine out, it's not a big deal, but it's still running. It's not running great though. It's complaining. Nope, it's not dying. I guarantee if I threw some G's on it though, it'd kill it. Kill it big time. Still looking for my buddy out here doing touch and goes. And yes, I am barely holding my throttle. Yeehaw. My hands are cold enough to start cramping just a little bit. I didn't wear my super warm weather gloves. I honestly wasn't even sure if I was going to get off the ground. So there's the river over there. That's actually, okay, I was wrong. It's not to the south. It's to the north is where the river is. So that's the direction I'm going to come down from Silverton, is along that riverbank, because you got all those outs, all that sand, easy outs. Now, good luck getting your stuff out, but you're not going to have to crash into trees or who knows what. So you got easy outs the whole trip, which is nice. And if you're just making a one-way out of it, you're probably going to be flying with a westerly wind coming this way. I don't like this cloud that's coming my way. I don't think it's making a lot faster headway than I thought. I'm gonna go ahead and get down in case there's a gust front in front of that thing. We'll just do some easy wing overs here. worst asymmetric spiral that's ever been done in the history of asymmetric spirals. Not where I'm wanting. I've lost enough altitude, I don't want to keep trying them. I'm just not feeling it with the asymmetric spirals today, and that's okay. Yeah, that front, I don't think it's going to catch me. If I stay up till, I think what it is, I think the sun setting is giving me a fake view on how fast that's moving. As the sun goes down, I think that that thing's moving faster. But it is definitely a little front cloud with a little front on it.
Dave from the future here. That actually was a snowstorm, but it was a lot farther away than the horizon made it look.
This is as low as I feel comfortable going with my trims out. I've landed it close to 30 miles an hour before from being stupid with my trims out, flying too low. One thing about flying in the high plains, you don't get the most days to fly, but man, look at all the outs. You can land anywhere, in your heart desires. Except the prison. You probably wouldn't like it if you landed at the prison. They'd probably think it was some kind of new inventive jailbreak. I'm gonna come in, still not seeing my buddy. My touch and go buddy. I'm gonna come in over here where he wouldn't be anyways, unless he wanted to die. Unless he really wanted to kiss a telephone pole. And come in over here. Come in nice, low and slow. Man, this air feels so laminar tonight. It's great. You don't get that much at inland flying on the plains. You do in the spring, though. We just don't have as much of that desert heat. Now I am going to get some rotor off of these buildings. I'm already feeling rotor from this building over here. Hell, I don't even know where my camera's pointing. I guess it's pointing at the right direction. Hell, I don't know. My hands are cold. So I've been watching that storm, or clouds, or whatever it is. It's not moving very fast. Whoa! Ha ha! Lots of turbulence there. Yeah, not the best landing. Got dumped a little at the end. Came down on my right foot a little harder than I wanted, but that's all right. I didn't bleed much energy off at all, and I hammered down on the brakes. I mean, right when I was about to hit, and I got very little out of it. Actually, I didn't bleed any energy. I had my hands up pretty good, but that's okay. It was enough. Didn't fall on my butt. How about that? That means it was a successful landing, right? If you don't fall on your butt or get dragged across the field. Wow, there's almost no wind down here now. Oh, because of the rotor off these buildings. It's just a terrible direction to land, but I could have landed out here in the cotton field, but meh. Who needs that? I'll just take it on the concrete. It's definitely harder on your joints on the concrete for sure. Boy, I mean, that really wasn't that hard of a landing to come down and slap my foot against the concrete. Nice pit stop. Can't beat that. Just rolling through a town and be like, hey, let's check out this Muni airport that we've been looking at. Beautiful. Now I just get away from the edge of that building. That's what was causing my wing to flip. And that's what was causing me to get dumped too. Pretty decent little wind when I get clear of the building. It's never pretty when I have to land in the rotor, but you just know it's gonna happen. You know you're gonna get some weirdness. It's so quiet out here. Just the sound of me breathing heavily in the microphone. Maybe. Hell, the camera even working? I never know. Does anyone ever really know? Holy cow. Oh wow, it was actually working. Maybe. Oh yeah. Do I have audio? I might even have audio. Holy cow. I never know. Seems like about half the time I pull something from audio apart, or a myriad of ridiculous things happens to kill my audio. Microphones on fire, just something. Well, wasn't the prettiest sunset anyways. It's nice now. guess I don't need that for the trip home. I'm looking forward to seeing my kiddos and the wife. Missed them. So, not bad. Cost me a couple dollars to fly around for 40 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Nice snug, because who wants reserve deployments while driving down the road? Nice little airport. 5-star rating on Google for these guys, because nobody harassed me. I didn't get no harassment videos for the YouTubes of the poor downtrodden paramotorists of the world to say that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Nah, pilot looked at me, he took off. Minded his own business. It's always, I don't know, I always feel a little sketched out going someplace new. I don't know why. I probably watched too many odd cases of people getting messed with on YouTube, but that's probably not the norm. I think people think it's kind of an interesting little novelty. Beautiful night. Oh, make sure I ain't got no cold weather boogers on me. Oh, there's my buddy. I didn't even see him land. Dang, I wanted to watch him land. He's doing a good job. Woo!